So when you look at the CPA field, a lot of times that is not a field that is dominated by women, by minorities. And so how can that, I guess, field become more appealing to maybe a diversity of genders?
Yeah. So even more broadly speaking, there's an accounting shortage. So not just the minorities, not just the gender deficit, but also just at large. There's not enough CPAs, not enough accountants, and that's going to be a problem. I don't think that there should be a reduction in the barriers to entry at all. You don't make it easy because that way you run into professional standards issues and things like that. You want to have the best. But I know one thing that was changed is that I think in different states there are different rules. But for Ohio, you could not sit for the exam until you had the 150 credit hours. I think that was recently changed because some states already have the rule to where you can sit for the exam with 120 because most bachelor's degrees offer 120 hours. But you have to get an extra year of experience. I think I mentioned that earlier, that sometimes you have to get 2 years to actually get the license once you pass all the exams. So I think that was one way, but then also helping people understand what the field actually is and the options that career-wise it provides for you. From your first day out of college to 5, 10, 15 years down the road. A lot of people think it's just long hours for measly pay. And trust me, that first 3 years it is. It is. But once you build that knowledge base, once you learn how to lead people, once you learn how to lead projects, once you have a niche industry or a niche skill set, opportunities are endless. I went from doing corporate tax for big financial firms, insurance agencies, to running a small practice, now dealing with LLCs and S corps and some nonprofit works, running my own business, and also doing the city auditor role here in Whitehall, being the chief financial and accounting officer for the city of Whitehall. So you can do a lot of different things. It gives you such a broad knowledge base, and you're demonstrating your skills and ability to learn. So it's not always, I'm just grinding out 60-hour weeks, or I'm always working busy season, or I'm working till 10 p.m. on a Friday. So I think changing the messaging around it and also highlighting the career opportunities it affords you will go a long way. But then also exposure. My first accounting class was my sophomore year at Whitehall Yearling High School. My football coach, my head coach, taught the class, Greg Lahr. So then it was very simple, just T accounts, balancing, what's accounts receivable, what's payables, those kinds of things. But having that exposure as a 15, 16-year-old helped me understand it a little bit better when it came time to go to college and understand, what's this business class about? What's this financial accounting or managerial accounting about? I think starting when they're young and giving, high school students internships and taking them on trips and programs and stuff like that, that'll go a long way.